Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. It looks like you're muted. It's going to be
Hey.
on the bottom. There we go.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mary Preenan. I'm the Director of Communications for the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors. Thank you for joining us again for another virtual breakfast with benefits. And today we have our friends at Real Grader back with us. And today, standing in for Alex is Jose Fuentes. And Jose is going to tell us about Google and Google marketing and how it can help you with your branding and getting more customers and more success. So thank you, Jose.
Awesome. No, thank you for having us, Mary. And again, welcome everyone. Hope everyone's having a good morning. Hope everyone has their hot coffee right next to them. We're going to try to make this, again, as interactive as possible. I don't want to just be sitting up here yapping nonstop. I want to keep you guys engaged. So whenever I ask for some answers, please do participate in the Zoom chat. I'll be engaging with you guys, answering all your questions. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So who am I? Who's Jose? You're usually dealing with Alex. I'm here. I'm part of Real Grader, part of the team. I've been in the marketing industry for over 4 years. It's what I studied in college, and what led me to be involved in real estate marketing specifically was my mom. She's a realtor, and one day I get home from school and I find her almost yanking her hair out of her head because she couldn't figure out how to set up her Zillow profile, how to set up a Google business page, a Facebook page. So since that's what I was studying, I kind of took it on as my own personal project. And it took me, almost over a month to get everything set up for her. And it was only about 3 pages. But when it finally got set up for her, she calls me a week later, screaming over the phone, saying that she got a lead from Facebook. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is, like Mary mentioned, having a presence on Google, but also having a strong online presence across the board, right? Because we are partnered with the National Association of Realtors. They endorsed us, they invested in us. We're one of their partners for the year of 2023. And they're able to provide us with a lot of data. And one of the most valuable insights that they gave us is that 87% of your business nowadays begins online. So referrals nowadays are no longer enough. They're not converting at the level that they used to. So we want to make sure that if someone does look you up online because you got referred to them, that you show up powerfully, right? That you have a presence on all of the essential real estate platforms. So the platforms that I'm talking about are going to be these platforms right here on the screen. So if this is your first time hearing this, I want to make sure that you do get these profiles engraved in your head. So go ahead and take a screenshot of this, pull out your phone and take a picture of the screen, because if you don't already have all 8 of them, we need to get a presence on every single one of these platforms. Your Google business, Facebook business, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Zillow, homes.com, realtor.com, right? We've seen that the consequences of not having a presence on all 8 of these profiles is that you're working at a fraction of your potential, right? You're missing out on opportunities. You're losing out on business deals. There's no credibility online. You might have this great reputation offline, word of mouth, but when someone looks you up online, none of that is available, right? So we want to make sure that you do have a strong online presence. So I want to get started off by getting clarity as to where you guys are currently present on these profiles. So let us know, which one of these profiles do you currently not have? Which ones are you missing? Of these 8 profiles right here on the screen, which ones are you missing? So go ahead, type it in the Zoom chat, and I'll be reading them off as they come in. So of these 8 profiles, which ones are you currently missing? You do not have. All right. So the first one was Ryan. He says he has nohomes.com. All right. Got it, Ryan. Deanne says nohomes.com, realtor.com, Zillow, or YouTube. All right. That's a lot of pages missing. Don't worry, Deanne. We're going to help you out with that. Adriana says no Google business. Marine, no YouTube. Got it. We got Chris Barker says nohomes.com, no realtor.com. I'm starting to hear a lot of the same ones. Daniel Harrison says LinkedIn and Facebook only. Guelda Brown says she's missing all of them except Instagram. Got it, Guelda. We do need to help you out with that then. Next, we have Kim Demers, who says no homes.com, Zillow, or YouTube. Keisha says all of them except IG. So I see a lot of you guys have Instagram, missing a few of the other ones. Next, we have Dolores, no YouTube, Instagram, or LinkedIn. Varghese, no Zillow, homes.com, realtor.com, or YouTube. Got it. So, I mean, we're hearing a lot of the, same platforms. A lot of you guys are missing some of these profiles, but we want to make sure that you have a presence on every single one of these. Because if someone looks you up, they're going to go to all of these profiles to check you out. So now I want to take this on a more positive note. Of the 8 profiles that we just saw on the previous screen, which ones have actually paid off for you? Which ones have actually generated you some form of business, whether it be a lead from Facebook, someone contacting you on Instagram, someone reaching out to you via Zillow? Let us know which one of the 8 profiles have actually generated you some business. All right, let's see. The first one, Adriana says none yet. Got it, Adriana. Janice says she's gotten a deal off Zillow. That's a big one. Dennis says so far none of them. Let's see some more answers in the chat. Let me know. Maureen, Peggy, let us know which ones have gotten you some form of business. So I'm seeing a lot of nones, no business at all. That's a little bit worrying. Some of these should be generating you something, phone calls, some organic exposure, or it just might mean that your online presence is not properly set up yet. Let's see, maybe Facebook, but still a great referral base. Got it, Maureen. We got Grace, who said she got a deal from Facebook. Awesome. But aside from that, it looks like everyone is saying none yet. So I'm glad that you guys are here, because that means that you guys are definitely a good fit for what we do. So let's go ahead and keep moving forward. So if someone does go to look you up, right? Let's say someone says, hey, Peggy's a great realtor. Where am I going to go first? Let me know in the chat. Where would I look you up first if someone refers you to me? All right, Ryan, right off the bat, he said Google. That's exactly right, Ryan. I'm going to jump on Google. I'm going to start looking you up. I want to know what kind of clients you work with, what price points you work with, what service areas you're predominantly doing your business in before I go ahead and pick up the phone and give you a call, right? So we want to make sure that if someone does Google you, that I am able to find all of this information, right? So awesome. Thank you, Ryan. And Dennis said Google and Facebook. That's exactly right, Dennis. So take a look at the screen right here. I have the 8 profiles already set up right here on the screen again. So if you missed it on the first slide, go ahead and take a screenshot of this right here, because we all know an agent that looks like this, right? When you look them up, they show up with their Google business page. You can see exactly who they are. You can see their reviews. They have their appointment section ready to generate them appointments in case they can't get a hold of them on the phone. This is the level that we want to get you to. We want to make sure that you do have this solid foundation that you can then build your business on that. So these are the 8 profiles right here. Again, right here on the right, we have the Google business page, realtor.com, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Zillow, and homes.com. So if you were to grade yourself on a grade from 1 to 100, right? I know it's a big range, but if you had to give yourself a grade from 1 to 100 across these 8 profiles that we've been mentioning, what grade would you give yourself? And don't worry about texting the number on the screen. You can just use the Zoom chat. But tell me what grade you would give yourself, right? So think of the 8 profiles. If you have all 8 of them, but some of them might be missing information, you might be at an 80. Now, if you only have 4 of them, that already puts you at a 50, but of the 4, only 2 have activity on them. That might bring you down to a 30. So get real with it, really think about this. What grade would you give your online presence? So first one to answer was Grace, who said a 30. Thank you for the honesty, Grace. Charlotte as well said a 10. Dolores with a 20. Maureen said 70. All right, Maureen, I love the confidence. Love it. We have Adriana Jimenez with a 40. Awesome. We have Nadine McKinney. I'm sorry if I butchered that last name, with a 20. Guelda Brown with a 0. Got you, Guelda. Don't worry. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you out with this. Peggy Lampel with a 20. I grade myself at a 60. Got it, Walter. Dennis, who's been participating pretty frequently, says he gives himself a 20. And then we got Kim with a 10. Got it. So, I appreciate you all being vulnerable and really taking a look at your online presence and trying to see where you rank yourself. And now I want to show you why we see that the average grade is actually a 30 out of 100. And mind you, we are with NER, so we have graded over 240,000 agent profiles. And these reasons are right here, the common mistakes that we see time and time again. We see inconsistent social media and lack of branding. What does that mean? That means that if I go to your Facebook, you don't have a banner leveraging your brokerage's logo. You might have your own team. You might be a team leader with your own team logo. You're not branding your team. And then, they might see you looking one way on one profile, and on the next, there's just no consistency at all. Then we see a lot of broken links and outdated information. So I actually have a funny story about this. I was presenting at a conference in Las Vegas. It was a small room of about 300 agents. And I asked, who's confident right now? What grade was the highest? Someone said, I gave myself a 70. I want to get Googled Live. And he was a Coldwell Banker agent. When I brought him up on stage and we looked him up, every single one of his links that I clicked on was going to his old Century 21 office. It had his old phone number. So we don't want you guys to be losing out on business by having these inconsistencies, right? If someone tries to get a hold of you and they're calling an old brokerage, that lead is gone. You're never going to get them again. The next thing that we see is actually inappropriate or negative content. I mean, you'd be surprised the pictures that might show up over there online if someone looks you up. And then we see a lot of missing profiles or even duplicate profiles. So some of these profiles get generated for you the moment that you get licensed. And if you go in and you create another one, then you have a duplicate profile just floating on the internet with no data on it. And some consumers might be finding that duplicate profile and thinking that you're not even in business. And then lastly, which is the most important one, is your data isn't being synchronized. What does that mean? Is your sales aren't showing up on realtor.com. They're not showing up on homes.com or on Zillow. You may have had a great, past 2 years, you've done 20 transactions, but on Zillow, it says you've done 2 or it says you haven't done any at all. Those are the mistakes that we see all across the country. And that's why the average grade is about a 30 out of 100. And let me see right here on the chat. All right, we got Varghese with a 20, Daniel with a 2, and then Ganson says new, so 2%. Got it, Ganson. So again, this is what we want you to look like. If someone does look you up, we want your Google business page to show up. All of the profiles that I mentioned on the first slide showing up right here on the left-hand side, and then leveraging all of your credibility by using your own digital business card. This is our product. It's the Instacard. It's a very easy way to share your information with your consumers, get referrals, get reviews. And that's a tool that we equip all of our clients with so that you can grow your online presence. So this is what a fully maxed out Google business page is going to look like once our team goes in and sets it up. You're going to see here, you're going to have your branded headshot. It's going to have your name, your title, and the name of your brokerage. We're going to add the appointment section leading it to your Instacard. We set up the product section so that you can promote your listings, and then it's going to have your bio and all of your reviews showing up. Now, before I move forward, let me see some more. I have it and I love it. Awesome, Adrienne, got it. Chris Barker says, what app was that? So that is our app. It's called the Instacard. I will go over it at the end and you guys will all have access to this. And then Charlotte says, I have this flow code on the back of my business card. Awesome. Yeah, we work with QR codes. You can share it via email, via text. So I'll talk a little bit more about the business card moving forward. So I want to give you guys now the 3 secrets so you can learn how to really build out your digital presence without losing any of your time. Because we have a team of 50 experts that are here ready to do all of the work for you so that you can focus out on building out your client base, growing your business of real estate, and letting us experts handle all of this work for you. So let's go back. Oh, Adriana says she actually has the business card and it's beautiful. Awesome. I'm glad you're having a good experience with it. So right here, secret number 1 on how to build a solid online presence is to get on all of the 8 essential profiles that I've been mentioning time and time again. And if you haven't done so by now, go ahead, get a screenshot of this, because again, this is going to be the last time that I show them all up at the same time. So get a picture of all 8 of them. This is what we're going to be going into now. So I want to, again, I mentioned at the beginning, I want to make this as interactive as possible. So what I want to do right now is I want to actually bring someone up into this steaming red hot chair right here for a hot seat. And we're going to Google someone live. We're going to Google someone live. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through some of your search results and we're going to see what you look like. Now, I know we already have some clients on here on this call. If you're already a client, please don't raise your hand because we know you're going to look good. we already got you to, the best level possible. So let's give a chance to someone that hasn't been Googled so far. So let's go ahead and get some Google Me's right here in the chat if you want to be a part of the hot seat. All right, I think Charlotte are you telling me to text you? I'll be able to reach out with everyone once this is done, but right now I want to know who wants to be Googled live. All right, so let's do Charlotte. She was the first one to answer, so let's go ahead. And Charlotte, I just want to make sure, are you a client already? Because if you're a client, we already know you're going to look great. We don't want you to show off. All right, Charlotte, so let's go ahead with Charlotte. We're going to do Charlotte Ramsey. And Charlotte, remind me in the chat what brokerage you're affiliated with. Let me see right here with Corcoran. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and do Charlotte Ramsey, Realtor. All right, so Charlotte, the first question I have to ask you, and feel free to unmute yourself for this section. I believe you are on camera. If not, go ahead and turn your camera on and unmute yourself. But let me know right here. So do you have a Google business page? That's the first profile that should be showing up right here on the right-hand side.
No, I don't.
No Google business page. Got it. So that's the first profile that we want to be showing up. And that's one of the most important ones. The reason why a Google business page is so important, guys, is because one, you show up organically on the map, just like any other business does. So if someone's looking for a local realtor and they're looking at their map, they can see you show up. Just like you see here, Nordstrom, you see the shops at Merrick Park, you want to be showing up on the map organically. Secondly, it's going to make sure that you show up powerfully. You're going to be taking up 50% of the screen with your Google business page. And what our team does is we brand it with your headshot. So that way, if someone looks you up, they know exactly who Charlotte Ramsey is, who they're going to be in contact with, and it just creates that familiarity, right? Then we fill it out with your keywords. So your name, your title, and the brokers that you're affiliated with. And then now that you have a Google business page set up, you're going to be able to start generating your own Google reviews. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard it by now, but Google reviews equal currency. Google reviews are everything now. And they're the easiest way for you to collect reviews from not just your clients, but from anyone. As opposed to Zillow and Realtor.com, where they have to log in, claim their transaction, prove that it's them in order to leave your review. On Google Business, it's as easy as going and clicking on write a review, entering their 5 stars, clicking post, and that's it. They're done. Anyone can leave your review on Google, right? So we want to make sure that you start building out your Google reviews, because again, it's going to be the first thing that shows up when someone looks you up. And then we go in and fill it out with all of your information. I mean, we're adding your phone number, the appointment section that goes to your Instacard. And with the Instacard, guys, the digital business card, this is how it shows up online, right? It's going to act kind of like a landing page / website almost, but really it's going to be an app on your phone. But when you pull it up online, this is how it looks like. And we can customize it with any kind of background image or video. It's going to have all of your social media links, a link to your website. And my favorite part is this drop-down menu right here. We can customize this drop-down menu to your liking, just how Kristen has Kristen's listings, Kristen's blog, check my home value. We can add links to your just listeds, just solds. We can add a schedule a consultation with me, having it go to a calendar so that people can book appointments with you. And then best of all, you're going to have the review me section with links to all of your profiles that you can wake up every day and share it to your Facebook feed. And the moment anyone clicks on that link that you send them by using the share tool, or you can just send them a link via text message, via email, they click on that link and they're being redirected straight to your platform, ready to leave your review. So it's making it as dummy proof as possible. They can't get that wrong. So it's going to help you build out your Google reviews very, very quickly. The next thing that we do is what I was telling you guys is the product section. Being able to promote your listings right here on the front page of Google is huge. And your clients would love that, because now you can tell them anytime someone Googles your name, their listing is going to show up right here on the first page of Google. Now, all of this does have to be done manually. So it's not like it's being fed in by your MLS data like it would on Zillow or Realtor.com. It has to be manually entered. And then down here, you can post content directly on the first page of Google. So that's the first profile that we'd be going in and setting up for you, Charlotte. Now let's go ahead and check out your realtor.com. So this does not look like it is you. So let's go ahead and make this say New York. Here we go. All right, Charlotte. So check it out. This is one of your first platforms that's showing up. It has your realtor.com, but check it out. I mean, it doesn't have any branding, right? So that's something else that our team does for you guys, is creating a nice personalized cover image just like this. Because remember, we want to be leveraging that branding that you guys have. We want to see your brokerage logos, your individual logos. We want to have calls to action with your name, your title, your phone number, a slogan. And it just makes it look nicer, right? I mean, if someone clicks on your profile, they see this, it looks more modern, more sleek. And then, like I said, we want to have consistency across the board on every single one of these profiles. So what we do is we add that branding, and across all of your pages, you're going to have that same branding showing up, because this is essentially your virtual billboard. So we take it and we add it on your Facebook, on your realtor.com, on your YouTube channel, on your LinkedIn profile, the Google business page, and then finally the Instacart are all going to have that same uniform look and feel across the board. And the best part is that if you're missing some of these profiles, our team is actually going in and setting them up for you as well, aside from cleaning up the ones that you already have.
So I have a question, Jose.
Yeah, I can't see you anymore. You turned your camera off.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. So I don't recall ever creating this page.
Yeah, so if you recall earlier, I mentioned that sometimes when you get licensed, some of these profiles are actually being generated for you, right? Just like realtor.com, homes.com, and Zillow, those are the ones that are generated for you the moment you get licensed. And unless you go in and update the profiles, they're just going to be sitting online blank with no data, right? So, we want to go in and we want to add your cell phone. This looks like it's only an office number, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we add your cell phone so that your consumers can call you. We always click on these links to make sure that A, the links work, and that B, the links are going to the right place. Because like I said, the last thing we want is you linking to old brokerages or something that's not going to your proper office. Then we're missing your about me, Charlotte, right? We want to have, 1 to 2 paragraph about me saying, stuff about yourself, why people should work with you. And then the biggest hit would be no service areas, no specializations, and your sales data is missing. So as far as realtor.com is concerned, Charlotte, you are not in business right now, right? So just out of curiosity, how many transactions would you say you've done in the last 24 months, in the last 2 years?
5. I have 2 right now. I mean, it hasn't been a lot.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, we definitely want to make sure that your sales data is visible, because again, that's all your hard work, right? And then in terms of optimizing these profiles, the way that we want to have them set up is for you to start showing up organically on the maps by leveraging all of the areas served, because you can have over 35 different service areas. Same thing with specializations, right? We want you to be able to tell your consumers which kind of clients you're willing to work with, right? We want to see first-time home buyers, relocation, luxury, all of these different keywords is what's going to help you show up under as many search results as possible. So, I mean, I think a good way to put it is picture yourself, you're going fishing. Would you want to fish in a small pond with a little small rod, or do you want to be able to cast a big wide net in an ocean and reel in as many fish as possible? That's what this is going to do. It's going to give you a lot of exposure on realtor.com so that you can get more phone calls, more leads, right? So let's go back to Charlotte. So that's something that our team would be going in and, optimizing to the highest level possible here, because again, we're missing out on a lot of opportunities here. So let's go to the next profile, Charlotte, which we have your Zillow. So here on Zillow, it looks like we have a different headshot from your realtor.com.
And that's a very old company also. It's not that I'm not with them anymore.
So like I said, right, unless you go into these profiles and keep them updated, they're just going to stay floating online with outdated information, right? It has an old brokerage. It says she hasn't done any sales in the last 12 months. I'm assuming probably this bio would have to be updated to reflect something more current.
Yeah.
And then let's just confirm here that it does have at least your cell phone, 914-391-3914.
Yeah, that hasn't changed in 20 years.
Okay, good. At least if someone finds you, they can still contact you. But
True.
here you can see that we're still linking to the old brokerage.
Yeah,
Let's see on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn link doesn't even work. So that's why we're going in and clicking through the links, making sure that, they are fully operational and linking to the right profiles. And just really quick, I see Adriana had a question, and Grace, thank you for answering it. Yes, correct. You can, all of these profiles, guys, are free for you to create. I don't want to mislead you. All of these profiles, you can go in and set them up on your own. You don't need to use our team. It's just about what your time is worth. If you want to take hours and hours and hours figuring this out on your own, or if you want to outsource all that work to our team, which has a track record of getting everything done for you. And it only takes about 30 days. So let's keep going down here. Charlotte, you see here, you have 14 service areas, which is way better than what you had on realtor.com, but you have West Palm Beach here. Did you used to live in Florida?
I'm a Florida broker, and I am with the Corcoran Palm Beach office as well, but this is interesting because I don't remember putting that in there, but yes.
Got you. Yeah, and they even raised the limit. We can now have up to 40 different service areas. So again, just maximizing your exposure on Zillow, it's going to make a difference. Let's see here. We have your LinkedIn, right? We're missing, this might be a privacy setting why your headshot's not showing or the branding. But again, we would be able to go in and just make those adjustments.
Well, this is I'm a lawyer, so this is a different,
Oh, you have two
LinkedIn.
different LinkedIns?
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay. Got it. So that's another benefit of having a strong Google business page, is that it ties all of your real estate profiles to the Google business page so that only your real estate related results show up when someone looks you up under the word realtor. That's another benefit of having a strong Google business page. And then no, this is in Charlotte, North Carolina, so that's not you. So I think that about does it. I don't think we don't have any other search results. I'm not seeing a YouTube channel, a homes.com, a Facebook page. So those aren't showing up. And again, that's what, having a strong Google business page is going to help you do. So go ahead. And now, Charlotte, I want to ask you a question, is what was your biggest takeaway from being in that hot seat and getting Googled live here in front of everyone?
I think my biggest takeaway is that it confirms what I already know, that I'm not savvy in social media, that I need to understand how to make it work. And, I really don't have a presence in social media. So that is a critical piece of information. And I plan to, really change that. It all comes down to, what I guess you're going to get into your pricing at some point. But that's really the biggest takeaway for me, is that I already knew this, and that's why I'm on today, because I'm desperate.
Gotcha.
I'm of that generation, like your mom, that really needs somebody to come in, swarm in and take over. I've tried, believe me. I've gone through numerous workshops and, yeah.
Thank you for participating and for your honest answer. And I mean, just to really make it land, I mean, if you had all 8 of these profiles fully set up, what do you see as possible for you, for your business? I mean, do you see 1 extra deal, 2?
No,
maybe
I
5?
see a whole lot of extra deals because I mean, I'm in two different areas, which are very, thriving areas right now, Florida, Palm Beach and New York. And I see a lot of possibility, a lot more, so that's the point. That's why I'm on this workshop today.
Got it. Thank you, Charlotte. Yeah, I mean, I'm down here in Miami, Florida, so I can definitely vouch for that. The market is crazy down here. But yeah. It opens up a lot of new opportunities for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 extra deals, right? We just want to make sure that you are at least set up to compete with the top producers, with people that do have all of these profiles set up.
Yes, exactly.
But look, at the end of the day, we understand that old habits are hard to break, right? You guys attend so many different trainings, so many different seminars. You take all the notes, and then what happens? You get home, you get right back into your business, and you don't really take the time to implement everything that you learned. We're here to help you get things done, right? By leveraging our team, by leveraging all of our resources with NAR, with HCAR. I mean, the reason we're here is because we do get you from that initial grade of a 30. Our guarantee is to get you anywhere between a 90 and 100. What's really going to get you to 100 is you getting reviews, you posting content, and making sure that you are leveraging these profiles, sharing them as much as possible. But again, we do this across all 8 of these profiles right here at the bottom of the screen. All right, Guelda Brown says so true. Awesome, Guelda. All
I have
right.
another
so-
question. I just want to ask you, so once I'm in this and I've got all these 8 profiles, you know, these 8 sites set up, I
Yeah.
have to continue to add the content every day to each one of these, right? So then once
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
in one, it flows, it just synchronizes all of them.
Yeah, the good news is, guys, is that you can always recycle content, right? If you're good at posting on Facebook, copy and paste that post onto your Instagram, onto your LinkedIn. You know, you don't have to do unique pieces of content for each one of these profiles. You know, does that help? Of course, but we just want you to at least have some content flowing to these profiles, if possible. And if not, if even that is too much for you, our team is going to be able to help you out with that as well. But our first goal for you guys is to have a strong foundation, right? We want to make sure that we have a strong foundation that what then we can build on and help you post content on these different profiles. But first is getting set up and getting everything cleaned up across the board. All right, so this is our blueprint of the 8 profiles. We go in, our team of 50 experts sets up the Google business page. We're adding your branded headshot so that you can start getting found on the map organically and start generating your own 5-star reviews. Then we do the same thing on Facebook with the branded cover image that you can see here at the top of the screen, adding all of the proper calls to action and making sure that we have all the settings in place for you to start generating your own leads through Facebook. Then on Instagram, again, setting up your Instagram if you don't have one, making sure that you have all of the proper keywords, leveraging your Instacart in the bio so that you can start generating traffic to your other profiles as well. Next, right here, we have your LinkedIn. Again, making sure that all of your employment history is up to date, making sure that you do have consistency with the branding and the headshots as well. Then on YouTube, we're creating your own YouTube channel because if you ever want to post a virtual tour, if you want to post a video about restaurants and places to eat in your local service areas, we want you to have a platform to do just that. So that's why we're going to be able to set up your branded YouTube channel. Then we go on homes.com, and guys, homes.com was huge back in the day. They went away for a little bit, but they're making a very strong comeback. So we want to make sure that you have a presence on here as well, because just like Zillow and realtor.com, this is where your transactions are going to live, where you're going to be able to show off your listings and get some more traffic to your other profiles as well. And let me see. Guelda says, how do I manage all of these profiles and not go insane? Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys right here at the end. So then we go to your realtor.com. Like I showed you guys during the hot seat, we're optimizing all of your service areas, your specializations, making sure that all of your transactional data is current, as well as having consistency with your headshot and the branding as well. And then lastly, Zillow, the big Z word. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's a necessary evil. We want to make sure that you do have a presence here and that it does have all of your sales listed. It does have your reviews. It has all the right links and phone numbers to your profiles. So the secret number 2 is using the digital business card. This is what we want you to use to promote yourself and blast it every single day out to your contacts, because you'll be surprised how many referrals you can generate by just sharing your digital business card to happy clients every single day. So again, like I said, information alone never did anyone. Don't just take the notes and, put your notebook to the side and just jump right back into your business. Actually implement everything. Take action. Okay, let's go next. So we have our team of 50 experts that we know that there's a gap. We just want to be the ones to help you bridge that gap and become a social media influencer. And then the secret number 3 is basically you saving your time and having us do all of the work for you so that you can avoid all the frustrations and complexities about having a strong online presence, because we know that time is limited. So outsource that work to us. We're here to do it all for you. And this is how it all works. So Charlotte was curious as to the pricing. This is how it all works. We do go into all 8 of the profiles. And again, if you don't have some of these, we are creating them for you as well. Next, you're going to have a first bonus where the whole process begins with a 90-minute onboarding call. You're going to have your own dedicated expert that's going to help you out with your personalized branding, setting up all the profiles for you. And they're really going to take their time with you to understand everything that you're looking to get out of this. Then on the next bonus, we're going to be able to implement the digital business card, where again, that's going to be another, like $250 value. you can see that now we're already at $1,900. And then the last bonus would be the discount to be able to get started today. So this is all a one-time payment of $1,396. The way it's split up is $1,297 of that $1,396 is a one-time payment. The digital business card is the only thing that we charge once per year, and it's $99 for the whole year. So if you are interested in getting started, let me know, send me a text saying I'm ready, and I can send you the link, or you can send it right here in the Zoom chat as well. And I'll be able to post my link here just like I would via text message. So this is what the sign up screen looks like, just to explain it one more time. $1,297 because of the discount. It's a one-time payment for the 8-site optimization. And then the Instacart is only going to be billed $99 once per year. Okay, so let me go ahead and send my link right here in the chat. And for anyone that's looking to get started, I'll go ahead and shoot you guys all of the links. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourselves, send it in the chat. I'll be able to see them as they come in. So let me go ahead here and grab this link. All right, let me see here. Do I have a chat? Charlotte said, thank you. I will text you. Got you, Charlotte. So my cell phone number is going to be right here next to my name. Let me go ahead and add it here. Rename. All right. And then for those of you, I'm seeing a lot of people that are asking to get their online presence reviewed. I got you guys. So look, I'm going to have my calendar link posted right here on the Zoom chat. You can schedule a one-on-one call with me. It won't be live in front of everyone else here like we did today, but you will be able to schedule a call with me, and I can do the same exact thing that I did with Charlotte, which is Google you live and show you where you might be missing opportunities and where our team can help. So if you do want to schedule a call with me, I'm going to post that link right here on the Zoom chat. Schedule with me here. And there we go. And if you guys have any questions, or if you don't want to get started today, let me know why. I want to be able to give you guys clarity as to how this all works. If you have any questions, this is how it's all broken down. Like I said, it's a 90-minute onboarding call. That's where we take our time with you, where we get all of the information that we need to go in and do all this work, as well as establishing your branding package for your cover images. We're going to be able to look at images like this right here, if you want something professionally branded, like we did for Kristen, and make it personalized to you and your service areas. Then after that 90-minute call is where we take over the process, and it's all done for you in 30 days or less. So you're looking at around the 3 to 4 week turnaround time. And again, your Google business, Facebook business, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, homes.com, realtor.com, and Zillow are all included. And then we're putting it all on your Instacart so that you can share it with your clients, get referrals, as well as using it to get reviews. And how am I on time, Mary? We still got a few minutes?
Yes, yeah, you've got, yeah, we usually allow like an hour, so you've got 15 minutes if you want.
Okay, great. So I see here, I already got a text message saying to send me the link. I got you. I also have another message here asking if there is a way to split up the payments. The answer is yes. So if you do want to split up the payments, you're interested in getting started, but you want to split them up, we do have this option available right here. The only let up is that you're giving up a little bit of the discount. So instead of getting the full $300 discounts, you get $97 deducted from that for splitting it up into 2 payments. So if you are interested in the split payments, this is what it looks like. It's going to be 2 payments. The first one is going to be $796 because it includes the $99 for the year of the card. And then the second payment would be just $697. So if you're interested in this link right here, let me know, and I'll go ahead and post it here in the chat. So split payment link for that person that sent me that text. I'm posting it right here on the Zoom chat.
Boy, man.
If you have the Instacart but need everything else, Adriana, good question. Let me go ahead and send you a separate link for just the optimization. So this link that I'm going to post in the chat is going to be just for Adriana or anyone else. If you want to get started and feel like you don't need the Instacart, this link is for you as well. So Registration with no Instacart. I just posted the link there in the chat, Adriana. All right, we got Grace who said, thank you for the insight, Jose. No problem, Grace. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Anyone else have any other questions? Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and move over to the commonly asked questions. So right here, you might be wondering what sites do we optimize? If you didn't get it ingrained in your head by now, it's all 8 of the profiles that I've been mentioning: Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, homes.com, realtor.com, and Zillow. You're going to be working with a live person. We don't outsource any of our work to Indonesia or the Philippines. We have our team of 50 experts, all based out of Fairfield, Connecticut. So they're very close to you guys. It all takes about 30 days or less, like I mentioned. In terms of the branding, do you have a say in the branding? Yes, it's all personalized to you. You're going to be working on a branding image that is relatable to you and your audience, the areas that you serve. Dolores, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. And then, is this an automated process? No, it is not. This is completely customized approach. You're going to be meeting with a professional. Not everyone's work is the same. So it's not a copy and paste type of program. This is all personalized to you. Can you help me understand your question?
Yeah, I don't even think I wrote that cryptically. Once when you get the app, right, and I share it with someone, does it stay on their page, like on the front of their phone? Like, does it stay consistent and they would have to delete it, or does it happen automatically, or how does that work?
So what happens with the card, when you share it with someone, they can add you to their contacts in an instant. So they can just click a button that says add to contacts, and they would be able to add you to their phone book.
But I was wondering, see how you have your face on there? Does it show up on their phone, like in an app format?
Well, yeah, but they're not.
I don't know if I'm clear on that.
Yeah, so it's going to pull up just how I have it right here on my background. That's what they're going to receive on their end. Does that answer your question?
Does it stay as an app on their?
No, because they don't want to save your app. They just want to save your contact info, and in your contact card, they're going to have a link back to the Instacart that they can just click on that link and pull it right back up.
Okay.
But they would have you as a contact in their phone book.
Okay, thank you.
And it would have a link to the Instacart. Yeah, no problem. All right. So if no one else has any other questions, I posted all my links here on the chat. Adriana, go ahead. Let me know. And you can unmute yourself. We can talk.
I was just writing it. So I guess I wanted to ask now, in between, if you leave that company and go somewhere else for whatever reasons, within the year that it was done, is it possible, do we have to pay another fee for that, or how does that work?
Yeah, great question. So if you do change brokerages and it's after 6 months from your registration, we do charge a rebrand fee. It's not that you have to pay the $12.97 all over again. It's just $300. It's just a one-time payment. But if it is before the 6 months, you were able to rebrand you completely free of charge.
Okay, thank you.
You got it. All right, we got Laura that said, thank you, very informative. No, thank you, Laura, for joining. All right, Adriana, I know did you get the link that I sent in the chat for just, okay, good. All right. So did we have any other questions from Francesca, Chris Barker, Dennis? Any other questions before we shut this down here? All right, well, I think we're good, Mary. Again, thank you for the opportunity to be here and having us present. And I'll let Alex know how it all went.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back next week.
And I was just going to ask you a favor before you leave. If I just wanted to share my screen.
Yeah, let me go ahead and stop sharing this.
To let everybody know what our next breakfast with benefits is. It's going to be on next Tuesday, the 27th, and this is a really good one too. It's called Credit, How Important Is It? We're going to have a national credit expert to talk about what you can do if your client's credit is not that great and how you can help them so that they can afford their dream home. Anyhow, thank you all so much. I appreciate everyone joining today, and go out and have a wonderful day.
All right, thanks
Thank you
everyone.
all.
Take care. Have a good one.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.